Hello again, Super Mega Baseballers. Eric here with a brand new invention. This time we're doing the Miami Dolphins. I do like how this one came out, a little bit of creativity there and putting a D in the middle of the dolphin. It's not supposed to be a full representation of a dolphin. I did have enough layers that I could have finished the fin, but that's not really what the point of this was. I like it in general. The only thing I don't really like, I'm not overly fond of the eye. It's not as angry as I'd like it to be. You know, I've told you many times I like angry logos and ferocious ones. Like if you see like my Buccaneers, he's angry. See my Jaguars, he's angry. All right, so he's not quite as angry as I'd like, but you know what? The overall style I do kind of like. It's a little different for me, and it does have a little bit of a nod to some of Miami's logos in the past. So let's get into it. This one's only 25 layers. Came together actually quite easy. I'm not trying to put anybody down really for this, but I mean, I've done probably have literally done 600-700 logos between between SMB 2 and 3 at least. Especially on 3, I'm probably around 400 logos so far. And like I said many times, I've deleted more than I've ever shown. Where I start on something and then I got to a point where I started making some really nice ones, and then I started deleting ones that I just don't think measure up. And I didn't want to ever show you something I don't think that I'm proud of. So let's get into it. Team colors. So your primary color is going to be that Miami greenish, tealish, whatever color they call that crap. Let's see, there you go. It's full saturation. It's in that light blue, just a shade over to the green, down fairly low to get that color. Then you're going to need an orange, and it's full saturation. You can see that over on the left. Then you need black, and then you need white, and that's it. All right, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Here we go. Square 2 in white. Fill the screen up. Now you could, if you take the Miami part off, if you just want to take and just do a big circle and then drop, highlight everything else and kind of move it down and highlight that, you could. Or if you just do a white background or white jersey, you could remove the background and it would work just fine, okay? So we start off with Eclipse in orange, and that actually matches stuff that the Dolphins have done before. It's actually a pretty good representation of that. All right, so in the orange, and that is at 069-076. Then we do a left parentheses in font 2. And as always for you newbies, I do this as I'm doing speed runs on these. So position 1, position 2, rotation, and scale. And I'll tell you what the shape is. And if there's fonts for text, because I use a lot of text for shapes, I will tell you that as well. Okay. All right. So that was -23, 92, 284, and 81 for left parentheses in font 2. Okay. Then we do pinched oval in that greenish color, 144, 87, 295, and 28. And then shield 8 in black, 37, 47, 259, and 19. And just so you know, I didn't have the D in the middle completely planned out. So this was something I added later on and just dropped it back underneath to fill it out. It's to help make that orange kind of pop out a little bit more as a D. If you take the black part out, it doesn't quite pop as much. So that's why I did that. All right, so then we do a swish 11 in orange, 58, 23, 306, and 42. Then we do ellipse 4 in the green, 1, 62, 54, 9, and 36. Then a swish 11, which does a really good job of coming off the mouth and doing a little swoop into like the fin and the bottom of the D. In the green, 62, 14, 309, and 42. And make sure that the swoosh is pointing to the right up high and is swooping down to the left low. All right, and then bend 1 in green, 90, 75, 113, and 18. And then we're doing swish in white, -14, 49, 32.41. Copy the swish in orange, -19, 47, 32, and 41. All right, and then we get a little creative here. So we're doing dash in font 2. Haven't really done this before. I'll show you what it looks like. Sorry. Haven't really used this one before, but it works for the D. So -3, 54, 101, and 11 in orange. Then you're going to copy it in green, -11, 54, 101, and 11. Okay, then we're going to do shield 6. If you like to do fish, shield 6 is your friend. Shield 6 makes great fins. Okay, as you can see this, it's perfect. Okay, so in green, -91, 115, 34, and 24. And then I do a copy in white, -75, 119, 32, and 16. And then copy again back in the green, -84, 117, 29, and 16. And it makes that little where it kind of does a border following the top of it and then coming across in the body. That was the plan on this, was just to add a little bit of color there to make it a little less boring. All right. And then do arc in white. If you're going to put this on a jersey, you're going to need to put this in white, unless if you do it in the orange, then you need to change this and one other arc so it doesn't look funky. I would suggest, though, a white jersey if you do this. So arc in white, 193, 86, 338, and 23, and that's to kind of get a little separation on the head to the nose. All right, then the Eclipse 2 in white, 131, 69, 17, and 8. Copy it in black, 130, 65, 16, and 7. And then copy again in white, 134, 63, 16, and 5. And then we're gonna do a swish. The reason why I did this instead of an arc is I wanted to go a little deeper into the mouth and have a little less curve until right at the end of the nose. And so it's 210, 53, 127, and 16 in white. All right, and then to finish off the eye, half circle. You could probably go period as well if you try to. That's where I probably would have done something different, is maybe do that in period to try to make it look a little angrier. But we'll just stick with what I got here. Half circle in black, 137, 64, 215, and 5. But like I said, do period in there and make it probably scale of 5 or 4, and put it in there and move it around and see what you like if you want to go something a little bit angrier. The Dolphins never really had an angry logo, to be honest, in my opinion. Arc in black, 51, 83, 180, and 59. I struggled with this one the most because I couldn't get anything to quite match the top, and so I kind of went with this one. So I tried everything I knew for doing a curved shape like that, and it's really nothing worked. So this is what I went to. It's a little thicker than I'd like it to be, but I'm good with it. All right, and then we're gonna add outline in orange. Sorry. Okay, and then did Miami, and I did it in font 20, spacing 24. Kind of matches, kind of close to some of the way Miami's had fonts before. And so I did it at 20, 173, -0, and 12. So there you go, guys, 25 layers. And honestly, for 25 layers, I think that's actually a pretty nice logo. Like I said, I could add a tail in there. I could curve this a little bit more, but to be honest, I kind of wanted it streamlined when I was thinking about it. And I've looked at a couple other different versions of Dolphins logos, and they don't always have a tail, and it doesn't really need to have it in this case. If you did, I don't know, maybe you'd come off with bend. Maybe you shorten this up a little bit, come off with bend, and then you can do the fins. There's a couple different ways to do the fins. The Shield 6 would work as well as other ways to do it too. And if you look back at some of my other logos with fish, you've seen how I've done it before. So you could do it. Like I said, I just want to do something a little different. So there you go, guys. Less than 10 minutes, and you can have the Miami Dolphins. All right. Thank you for your support. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comments are always welcome and encouraged. And next up would be the Jacksonville Jaguars. Thank you.